ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम सच्चिदानंदरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षे सूतमहामुने शौनकादृशुभ्यो वैशम्पायनादृशुभ्यो अत्रियादृशुभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो मत्स्यादिअवतारेभ्यो आदित्यादिनवग्रहदेवताभ्यो दक्षिणावर्तिदत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो आद्यशङ्कराचार्यादिगुरुभ्यो मातापितृदेवताभ्यो नमः। आदिपराशक्तिमात्रे नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। संकल्पं कृष्णानुग्रह समस्त गुरुदेवतानुग्रहेण भगवद्दर्शनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं विश्वशान्ति कल्याणार्थं समस्त साधक भक्तजनानां विघ्न निवारण शक्ति सामर्थ्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणस्य नवमस्कन्धस्य पारायणम् एकादशस्कन्धस्य अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणं। Yesterday, day before, Ramacharitra, Vyasa, now continuation, Rama's children, Kusha, Lava, how the Suryamsha continued for some time, that will be told. Let us chant this 12th chapter of 9th Skandha for our today's Parayanam, like every day, with utmost Shraddha and Ekagrata and Bhakti, and feeling that in and through every letter, every word, Bhagavan is very much present in this Bhagavata Puranam. Om Atha Parayanam Navamaskandha Atha Dvadashodhyayah श्री शुक उवाच ओम कुशस्य चातिथिस्तस्मात् निषधस्तत्सुतो नभः पुण्डरीकोऽथ तत्पुत्रः क्षेमधन्वाभवत्ततः देवानीकस्ततो नीहः पारियात्रोऽथ तत्सुतः ततो बलस्थलस्तस्मात् वज्रनाभोर्कसम्भवः खगणस्तत्पुतस्तत्सुतस्तस्मात् विधृतिश्चाभवत्सुतः ततो हिरण्यनाभोऽभूत् योगाचार्यस्तु जैमिनेः शिष्यः कौशल आध्यात्मं याज्ञवल्क्योऽध्यगात् यतः योगं महोदयं ऋषिः हृदयग्रन्थिभेदनं पुष्यो हिरण्यनाभस्य ध्रुवसन्धिस्ततो भवतु सुदर्शनोऽथाग्निवर्णः शीघ्रस्तस्य मरुः सुतः योऽसावास्ते योगसिद्धः कलापग्राममाश्रितः कलेरन्ते सूर्यवंशं नष्टं भावयिता पुनः तस्मात् प्रसुश्रुतस्तस्य सन्धिस्तस्याप्यमर्षणः भास्वांस्तत्सुतस्तस्मात् विश्वसाहोऽन्वजायत ततः प्रसेनजित्तस्मात् तक्षको भविता पुनः ततो बृहद्बलो यः तु पित्रा ते समरे हतः एते हि इक्ष्वाकुभूपालाः अतीताः शृण्वनागतान् बृहद्बलस्य भविता पुत्रो नाम बृहद्रणः उरुक्रियस्ततस्तस्य वत्सवृद्धो भविष्यति प्रतिव्योमस्ततो भानुः दिवाको वाहिनीपतिः सह देवस्ततो वीरः बृहदश्वोऽथ भानुमान् प्रतीकाश्वो भानुमतः सुप्रतीकोऽथ तत्सुतः भविता मरुदेवोऽथ सुनक्षत्रोऽथ पुष्करः तस्यान्तरिक्षस्तत्पुत्रः सुतपास्तदमित्रजितो बृहद्राजस्तु तस्यापि बर्हिः तस्मात् कृतञ्जयः रणञ्जयस्तस्य सुतः सञ्जयो भविता ततः सस्माच्छाक्योऽथ शुद्धोदः लाङ्गलस्तत्सुतः स्मृतः ततः प्रसेनजित् तस्मात् क्षुद्रको भविता ततः रणको भविता तस्मात् सुरथस्तनयस्ततः सुमित्रो नाम निष्ठान्तः एते बार्हद्बलान्वयाः इक्ष्वाकूणाम् अयं वंशः सुमित्रान्तो भविष्यति यतस्तं प्राप्य राजानां संस्थां प्राप्स्यति वै कलौ। इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां नवमस्कन्धे द्वादशोऽध्यायः। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। So this Surya Vamsha Vistruti, Ikshvaku Vamsha Vistruti told slowly as we go ahead, such beautiful stories of Raja Arantideva etc. come, then we will enter into that Dashama Skandha having Sri Krishna, the Yaduvamsha, the Chandravamsha, the great Bhagavan's Avatara Charitra. Parayanam of our Shastras always is such a good practice to be in touch with Samskrita Bhasha, in touch with all this history, so we can feel proud that we belong to such a great lineage of kings, saints, and sages. That inspires us also to be on the righteous, right path, spiritual path also. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Bhagawata Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Suta Sharanam Mama, Shri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Kumara Sharanam Mama, Shri Narada Sharanam Mama, Shri Brahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Vishnu Sharanam Mama, Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Krupatam Aham Vande Paramanandamadhavam. Om Krishna Priyam Sakala Kalmasanasanancha Muktyeka Hetumiha Bhakti Vilasakari Santah Katanakamidam Vivadadarena Loke Tirtha Parishilana Yaksevaya Krim Yam Prabhrajantamanupeta Krutyam Dvaipayano Virahakatara Ajuhava Putreti Tanmayataya Tarabhovineduhu Tam Sarvabhuta Hridayam मुनिमानतोऽस्मि स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्ति अयं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामुञ्चदकर्हिचित् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादश स्कन्धः मुक्तिर्हित्वान्यथा रूपं स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः अथ Trimshodhyayah. In our chanting yesterday, up to 15 we saw in this 29th chapter, from 16 up to 40. Let us chant all these mantras. Om Shri Bhagavanuvach Sarveshvabhikshणं Madbhavam Pumso Bhavayato Achirat Spardha Suya Tiraskaraha Sahankara Viyantihi Visrujya Smayamanan Swan Drusham Vridam Chadaihikim Pranamet Dandavat Bhumau Ashvachandalagokaram Yavat Sarveshu Bhuteshu Madbhavo Nopajayate Tavadevamupasit Vang Manahakaya Vruttibhi Sarvam Brahmatmakam Tasya Vidyayatma Manishaya Paribhashyannu Paramet Sarvato Mukta Samshayah Ayam hi Sarvakalpanam Sadhricino Mato Mama Madbhavah Sarvabhuteshu Manovakaya Vruttibhi Nahi Angopakrame Dhamsah Madharmasyodhavanvapi Maya Vyavasitah Samyak Nirgunatvadanashishah Yo yo Mayi Pare Dharmah Kalpyate Nishpalaya Chetu Tadayaso Nirarthah Syat Bhayaderiva Sattama Esha Buddhimatam Buddhihi Manisha cha Manishinam Yat Satyam Anruteneha Martyenapnoti Mamritam Eshate Vihita Krutsnaha Brahmavadasya Sangraha Samasavyasa Vidhina Devanam Api Durgamaha Abhikshna Gaditam Jnanam Vispashta Yuktimato Etadvijnayamujcheta Purusho Nashta Samshrayah Suviviktam Tava Prashnam Mayaitadapi Dharayet Sanatanam Brahma Guhyam Param Brahmadhigacchate Ya etan mama bhakteshu Sampradadyat Supushkalam Tasyaham Brahmadayasya Dadamyatmanamatmana Ya etat samadhita Pavitram paramam shuchi Sabhuyeta haraharmam Jnanadipena darshayanna Ya etat shraddhaya nityam Avyagraha shrunuyan naraha Mai bhaktim param kurvan Karmabhirna sabadhyate Api uddhavatvaya brahma Sakhe samavadharitam Api te vigato mohaha Shokashchasau manobhavaha Naitattvaya dambhikaya Nastikaya shathaya cha Asushrusora bhaktaya Durvinitaya diyatam Etair vihinaya Brahmanyaya priyaya cha Sadhave shuchaye bruyat Bhakti syat shudrayoshitam Naitadvignaya jignasoh Jnatavyam avashishyate Pitva piyushamamrutam Patavyam navashishyate Jnane karmani yoge cha Vartayam dandadharane Yavan artho nrunam tata Tavan steham chaturvidaha Martyo yada tyakta samasta karma Niveditatma vichikirshito me Tada amrutatvam pratipadyamanaha Mayatma bhoyaya cha kalpati vai Shri Shuka uvacha Sa eva madarshita yoga margaha Tadottama shloka vacho nishamya Baddhanjalihi prityuparuddha kantaha न किंचिदूचे श्रुपरिप्लुताक्षः विष्टभ्य चित्तं प्रणयावघूर्णं धैर्येण राजन् बहुमन्यमानः कृताञ्जलिः प्राहयदुप्रवीरं शीर्ष्णा स्पृशंस्तच्चरणारविन्दम् उद्धव उवाच विद्रावितो मोहमहान्धकारः य आश्रितो मे तव सन्निधानात् विभावसोह किं नु समीपगस्य शीतं तमोभिः प्रभवन्त्यजाद्य प्रत्यर्पितो मे भवतानुकम्पिना भृत्याय विज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः हित्वा कृतज्ञस्तव पादमूलं कोऽन्यत् समीयात् शरणं त्वदीयं चरणं त्वदीयं वृक्नश्च मे सुदृढः स्नेहपाशः दाशार्हवृष्ण्यन्दकसात्वतेषु प्रासारितः सृष्टिविवृद्धये त्वया स्वमायया हि आत्मसुबोधहेतिना नमोऽस्तु ते महायोगिन् प्रपन्नमनुषादिमां यथा त्वच्चरणाम्भोजे रतिः स्यादनपायिनी. कंटिन्यू. श्रीभगवानुवाच गच्छोद्धवमयादिष्टः बदर्याख्यं ममाश्रमं तत्र मत्पादतीर्थोदे स्नानोपस्पर्शनैः शुचिः ईक्षयालकनन्दाय विधूताशेषकल्मषः वसानो वल्कलान्यङ्ग वन्यभुक् सुखनिःस्पृहः तितीक्षुर्द्वन्द्वमात्राणां सुशीलः संयतीन्द्रियः शान्तः समाहितधिया ज्ञानविज्ञानसंयुतः मत्तोऽनुशिक्षितं यत्ते विविक्तमनुभावयन् मय्यावेशितवाक्चित्तः मद्धर्मनिरतो भव अतिव्रज्य गतेस्तिस्रः मामेष्यसि ततः परम्. श्रीशुक उवाच स एव मुक्तो हरिमेधसोद्धवः प्रदक्षिणं तं परिसृत्य पादयोः शिरोनिधायाश्रुकलाभिरार्द्रधीः न्यषिञ्चदद्वन्द्वपरोऽप्यपक्रमे सुदुस्त्यजस्नेहवियोगकातरः न शक्नुवन् स्तं परिहातुमातुरः कृच्छ्रम्ययो मूर्धनि भर्तृपादुके बिभ्रन्नमस्कृत्य ययौ पुनः पुनः ततस्तमन्तरहृदि सन्निवेश्य गतो महाभागवतो विशालां यथोपदिष्टां जगदेकबन्धुना तपः समास्थाय हरेरगाद्गतिं य एतदानन्दसमुद्रसम्भृतं ज्ञानामृतं भागवताय भाषितं कृष्णेन योगेश्वरसेविताङ्घ्रिणा सच्छ्रद्धया सेव्य जगद्विमुच्यते भवभयमपहन्तुं ज्ञानविज्ञानसारं निगमकृदुपजह्रे भृङ्गवद्वेदसारम् अमृतमुदति तश्चापाययन् भृत्यवर्गान् पुरुषं वृषभमाद्यं कृष्णसंज्ञं नतोऽस्मि पुरुषं वृषभमाद्यं कृष्णसंज्ञं नतोऽस्मि. इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायाम् एकादश स्कन्धे एकोनत्रिंशोऽध्यायः. ओम शांति शांति शांतिः. So wonderful is the chanting. The heart, mind, everything get divinized with this practice every day. There's nothing greater, better than this. And why should we do anything lower than this? Let us do this only every day. Now, in life, yes, we have lived life with everyone, but then remember ki, that getting lost in the worldly life only as a samsari is no good a health, no good a sign of being a manly person or intelligent human being. Always you have to pursue something higher, higher, higher all the time. Or second thing is what? With the world around, we get bored one day, we ourselves get fed up. Second possibility that is there. Third possibility is there is what? A time may come depending on our prarabdha that everything or being around may leave us. We may be left all alone. So either we are left by everyone and therefore we are alone, or we ourselves get bored or fed up, feel like getting out of. Or the thing is, we should never be as an intelligent human being, as intelligent, should not be lost in the world. So what is the common solution is from the beginning, we have to be having the spiritual uh, attachments or spiritual studies or spiritual sadhanas or spiritual samskar. The point is what with spirituality, suddenly at the age of 70 or suddenly at the situation of when everybody leaves us or we leave everyone, suddenly aa jao bole to the spirituality will not come. Therefore, immediately we may be fully in samsara as a samsari. But keeping in mind that a day will come where we need it, therefore, along with continuing our day to day activity, we have to always be in touch with the Adhyatmikata. from the beginning only. Never postpone it, procrastinate it. Some of us start it, continue for some time, suddenly lose for one or the other reason the contact or the interest, again become worldly, and then the problem when it comes, again we feel lonely. No need. In fact, not only all these reasons, the main reason is what? For every human being, especially, though it is for all jiva, the goal is to reach Paramatma. Paramatma is the perfected being. Reaching Paramatma is the perfection. Perfection is the aim of every jiva in his state of evolution. So, from that standpoint, also, we must be in touch with the Adhyatmikata. And as you and I who are already in touch, we have to see that are we completely, clearly getting the understanding or not. And those who are getting the understanding, along with the joy and satisfaction of understanding, they should also be aiming at doing the practice. The understanding is all called dharana, the listening is as shravana, the receiving is called grahanam, and then doing the practice of it to reach the goal is called as abhyasa. As we were told about this in Bhagavan's commentary Adi Shankaras for the morning Upanishad class. Vidya Grahana, Vidya Shravana, Vidya Grahana, Vidya Dharana, and Vidya Abhyasa. These are the ways for the Prapti of Vidya, which removes avidya and the consequent samsara. And all in all, there should be both things contentment that we are in spirituality, lucky feeling that we are fortunate, same time, still the perfection is not achieved. Therefore, inspired endeavor. Good that we are coming to Bhagavatam. That's a joy. But we have not understood all aspects of Bhagavata sadhana and doing the sadhana and reaching the siddhi. Therefore, in a mood of inspiration, liking, willingness, we have to gather all informations and also be on the path of sadhana. Never ever doing sadhana creates any loss to us. The other things which have to happen, including death, nobody can avoid them. But doing these good, positive things always is helpful to us. And the main thought for the day in the beginning is start as early as possible and keep on being in touch. And as we said many a times in occasions, different contexts, that if at all we are left alone by the world around, that means it is Bhagavan's arrangements only. He wants us to turn towards Him exclusively and put all the efforts to reach to Him or near to Him as much as possible, because who knows, such opportunities will come again and again or not, or every time you come, we may be bound with so many duties or obligations and debts और इन्वॉल्वमेंट्स। वो बंदा जो इस तरह से अपने अकेलेपन को साधना में यूज करता है इज अ मोस्ट इंटेलिजेंट, मोस्ट लकी। See, in this world, all happen. One is fully all alone and he does sadhana. One is fully all alone but feels loneliness because he is not a sadhaka. He still has a samsara involvements. Some people are what? Involving in samsara so much, but they want to get rid of all that and get aloneness for sadhana. उनको वो भी नहीं मिलता. And majority chankar lost in samsara, never the thought of spirituality. All the four are possible in the world. Where do we stand now? Accordingly, make use. And while doing so, any other excitements, anxieties, fears, some share the doubts that come regarding the path or the goal, with the help of Guru's guidance, asking him the questions, or through study Shastra, those doubts, etc., should be uprooted. Else, those doubts slowly, like a disease, grow, and one day it may burst, even to make us नास्तिक again. उसका भी हमें ख्याल रखते हुए जब का तब का संशय, doubt towards anybody for that matter, doubt in spirituality, we have to go on clear. In that way, few of the cares when we take up, our life will be lived smoothly. And throughout life, one another maturity of the understanding is what? ability to receive whatever comes, whenever it comes, in whatever the way. That is how the life is to present to us. We can't imagine only it should be like that. And anything that comes, if we don't accept it, other than getting frustrated, we cannot do anything. This type of management of the life happenings in life also a part of spirituality only. One side claiming to be spiritual, doing everything genuinely, yet was surprised or frustrated with the unexpected inexplicable happenings of the world, again will not help us at all. So maybe that way, at every level, get the maturity by the grace of the Lord, living life that way, noble way, also pursue our spirituality. More and more spiritual thoughts and understandings and practices may happen in and through around us so that we are enjoying that life. Once in a while, the mind is pulled into the world, etc. Try to avoid it. If it is inevitable, with the thought go that immediately I will come back to my sadhana. In that way, we have to slowly and steadily, keeping two wings of Guru and Bhagwan, fly in this sky of spiritual sadhana. That's how we have to decide ourselves to be. And one of the non-ambiguous thing which we have to have as a result of Upanishadic study is finally where do I reach? I reach to my identity with my essential nature. I will never perish, but I will become miserable by identifying with upadhis and acting like a jiva. Like in some movies, people take that sad roles. Some people like sad role and they that role suits to them. मेक देम हीरो मेक देम कॉमेडियन नहीं होता. उनका उनका हर सिनेमा में वो सैड ही होते. In the same way, you and I, as a jiva, become sad only throughout life. That I never perishes. Either it can become sad by doing dushkarma papa, or it can become happy by doing satkarma and punya, or the I can be blissful by discovering the blissful I, by identifying oneself with the I, the blissful, eternal, immutable, birthless, changeless I, the Brahman, the Atman. These are the three options for us left. But I won't die. हमेशा न हन्यते इति अहम. अहम का डेफिनेशन ही न हन्यते, never dies. And hanyamane sharire, in both cases. When every time the body dies, that time Atma never dies. Finally, when all the stula sukshma karana bodies or shariras are dissolved in the heat of meditation, they get dissolved, but I never perishes. I always is there. That I always is there. I am always there. That is a beautiful assurance. Is it not? I am always there. I am there from the beginning of creation. Never ever I can perish. I will either become miserable or happy or blissful, depending on Papa Punya and Adhyatmika Sadhana. So the Papa Punya pairs go on playing as long as you want, but understand it's not the final solution, final goal also. Goal solution is only when I become the real self. So may these thoughts also become stronger in us by God's grace. May we pursue that sadhana which takes us to that bigger than the biggest I. As we saw in the morning, Brahma, that which is going to be told, Vakshamana Lakshanasya Brahmanaha, Brahma, then Vruddhatamatvat Brahma, with Vedyate iti Brahmavitu, Apnoti Prapnoti, Param Niratishayam, Param Brahma Eva. Do you remember our morning's Bhashya of our Shankara Bhagavan for the first line, Brahmavida Apnoti Param? So in that way, again and again, sitting in a reclined chair, cool and calm, go on to doing it. Sitting in a reclined chair, as much samsara we can create to ourselves and everybody, so much sadhana we can do for ourselves. Keep away all the gadgets, phone, cell phone, TV, सब बंद. ऐसे बैठ के बस, what am I? I am Jiva. How? With Ajnana and Upadhi Tadatmya. What should be my goal? To be one with Brahma. How? By the Brahma Vidya, and also as there is a Brahma Vidya, Avidya removed, also upadhitadatma removed. So Vidya is what? That repeated knowledge that I am the Brahman with these lakshanas. I am not the Jiva who's opposite in lakshanas to the Brahma. I only assumed the wrong garbs of the Jiva Bhava and suffering. Let me undress myself of that and dress myself to be the Brahma. आराम से बैठकर करते रहना निरंतर थक जाते हैं तो टेक भगवान नेम सम स्तोत्र सम भजन सम नाम संकीर्तन सम जप हाउ ब्यूटिफुल द लाइफ इज सी live in that joyful mood, especially when we are free from all our in the worldly responsibilities. That's how the life. Now, come to Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuranam, Ekadasha Skandham, Mukti Skandham, and 29th chapter. Bhagavan Krishna's beautiful teachings are over, then instructions are over, the hints are over, cares to be taken are over, assurances, inspirations are over, Falashruti also Bhagavan gave when we do this and that. Then he also asked Uddhavaji, dear, did you listen as your moha ganame, as your mind's shoka, dukkam, shokam, manogatam, as it ganame? He asked everything. And the last two slokas which we are deliberating from last 2 days, that for a sadhakar bhakta like you, Uddhava, the dharmartha kama moksha, all the purusharthas are found by me, my grace, by surrendering to me, are found in me only when you reach to me. That was the one of the greatest sloka. And then the last sloka, how exhaustively we said, we discussed that yesterday, day before. And not to my surprise, see how people commit mistakes, even they forget to do that mistake for many months. And the world is ready to teach them the lesson when they do the mistake. And the what mistake I did was asking you to record and send this shloka. But you are as well a teacher to me, so you teach me. Except one person's mistake, nobody else has replied me by sending that chant. Only to tell me, how dare you ask us to by heart a shloka and record and send. So I told you, no, कभी कभी गलतियां हो जाते हैं, माफ करना. So somebody, only one person, the Vruddha Pitamaha, Bhishma Pitamaha, he has sent that audio of that shloka. So anyway, that is my prarabdha what to do. But how wonderful was that shloka, complete in its instructions. How excellent in Bhagavan's assurance also of that. So let us chant it 3 times today, enough. Then just go through the meaning literally just like that. Then what's our Sri Shukadevji's comment to fill up the gap between Bhagavan's speech and Uddhavji's reply to that. Let us chant it. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Martyo Yada Tyakta Samasta Karma Niveditatma Vichikirshito Me Tadamrutatvam Pratipadyamanaha मयात्मभूयाय च कल्पते वै अगेन मर्त्यो यदा त्यक्तसमस्तकर्मा निवेदितात्मा विचिकीर्षितो मे तदामृतत्वं प्रतिपद्यमानः मयात्मभूयाय च कल्पते वै अगेन मर्त्यो यदा त्यक्तसमस्तकर्मा निवेदितात्मा विचिकीर्षितो मे तदामृतत्वं प्रतिपद्यमानः Mayatma cha kalpate vai. The Amrutattva Pratipadyamanata is discovering the immortal self in us, with which, as we were studying exhaustively in Taittiriya Upanishad morning class, Bhashya, and the quote by the Bhashyakara, once we reach to the Amrutattva, the fear of the Murti, death, deception, and all misery go away. So, tada Amrutattvam Pratipadyamanaha. Amrita is immortality, means deathless, changeless, modificationless, birthless, therefore non-influenced by any of the times or upadhis. So desha kala vastu ityadi upadhi parischinnata rahityam is the experience of the amritattva. So amritattvam pratipadyamanaha is to be exhaustively felt or understood. Tada amrutatvam pratipadyamana. So that he in his sadhana he reaches. And from my side what I gave him, tada mayatma bhuyaya cha kalpate vai. Maya, by me, Atma Bhuyaya, becoming one with me. Atma Bhuyaya means becoming one with me. Maya, by my grace, he becomes one with me. Kalpate becomes Samartha and will be included by me into my identity. So, tada amrutatvam pratipadyamanaha, the jiva is mruta swarupa because every body he lives and goes to other one. Body also is mruta swarupa because it merges in the panchamahabhutas. Beyond these two is the self, which is amruta swarupa that he will obtain. That is the meaning of tada amrutatvam pratipadyamanaha. That feeling, that joy, the sense of death, fear, and all of them once for all go away. Then Maya Atma Bhuyaya Jakalpate Vai. This is what was the, if you remember, Uddhavji's Prashna in the beginning of 11th Skandha itself. Ki, O Lord, you are leaving me and going. How can it be? How can I live without you? Either you stay back or you take me with you. To that question only, this Bhagavata entire 11th Skandha was the chapter. Therefore, he says, neither I die nor you die if this knowledge is there. Therefore, the Amrutattva is experienced. As regards the separation of you with me concerned, in this jnanam, we merge in we discover our oneness, inseparable oneness. Therefore, the fear of separation from me you will never have. That is the final answer to the first question of उद्धव जी, क्या होगा मेरा, आप मुझे छोड़ के जाओ तो वो बिछड़ने का दुख रहेगा. The fear, misery born out of separation. Bhagavan says, Maya Atma Bhoyaya cha kalpate vai. How can you can separate from me, my dear Uddhav? With this knowledge, you will always discover yourself me merged in me. You and I are inseparable. That anubhuti comes. Therefore, all your the questions, doubts, suspicions, fears stand answered that way, this way. By the way, what are the sadhanas to be done? Don't forget the first three ones. Tyakta samasta karma. See to it that our vasanas are exhausted, desires are transcended, activities are non initiated, and not allowing the world to influence us. इसमें बहुत सेंसिटिविटी. अब बताओ तो हजारों चीजें हैं. If I touch that, it becomes a big topic. One of the things is what? Depend on Lord and live in a minimum. Do whatever you want for your own sake. Clear? Depend on Lord, live in minimum, whatever you need. For that, you only get whatever, you only do and get whatever you want. Be attentive. Don't depend on anyone. If I have the wants more, then I depend on the people for that, or even I can do the karma kanda ityadi. But what happens when I depend on people? I again come under the runa, the debts. And to clear the debts, again I have to be born and do something or the other. In that way, the karma chakra में मैं फंसता ही रहता हूँ. मतलब from this very simple looking but sensitive idea that I should not depend on anybody for even a little thing. From that onwards, eliminating every want from in us which prompts us to do the karma, we have to be extremely careful. All the time, the karma prompting vasana should go away, the karma prompting desire should go away, the karma prompting temptations should go away, and the karma prompting, that means those things which prompt me to do karma, the dependency should go away from me. Absolutely. That is called as the attitude for gaining the tyakta samasta karma sthiti. Nishkarmata. No, Puja Gurudev says wonderfully. This is actionlessness because of agitationlessness, because of the desirelessness, because of vasanalessness. Vasanalessness leading to desirelessness, leading to agitationlessness is equal to actionlessness. That is called as freedom from action. Nishkarmata is an achievement. Nishkarmata, having all the vasanas to exhaust, having all the duties to perform, that nishkarmata is nikammapan as per Hindi language. That nikammapan nahi chahiye humko. Nishkarmata. Nishkarma only become Nikamma. But the difference is what? निकम्मा फेलो वो है जिसको बहुत करना है लेकिन कुछ करता नहीं. अब निष्कर्मा is he who has exhausted vasanas, eliminated desires, and not depending on anyone. Therefore, he has no karma to do. How wonderful this is. Another side is what? The kartrutva, bhoktrutva, adi are transcended. How do you transcend kartrutva, bhoktrutva? Only three things. One, we should accept, understand that we are doing karma as placed by the Lord as our dharma. Second is what? This dharma karma we are doing, minimum, whichever are there, only for the antakarana shuddhi. Third, through Shuddha antakarana, my goal is to discover Paramatma in me as well as everywhere. In this subtle attitude, when we live for a long time, then all our karma, compulsions, forces go away from us. The duties karma, the obligatory karma, every one of them. That way, tyakta samastha karma. Remember, when we have to do karma, then we have to have indriya tadatmya, mano tadatmya, deha tadatmya, then the jagat tadatmya, jagat vastu tadatmya, because उसके ऊपर ही कर्म करना होता है. So all these things load our mind with the worldliness so much that we cannot think of the Lord beyond, who is beyond. That is the need of, that is the reason for which Bhagavan says, as the first of the three sadhanas, tyakta samasta karma. We have to again and again contemplate on this shloka till the gist of it, essence of it, thoroughly understood. More than that, we start practicing it. Right now onwards, let me think and live life in such a way that no new karmas are added, existing are exhausting, and I am freeing myself from any of the obligations or duties or any compulsions. Obligations come depend when we depend on the world. Duties come as long as we have the relative world value importance given. Compulsions come when we have desires. त्यक्त समस्त कर्म मर्त्यो यदा त्यक्त समस्त कर्म मर्त्यो यदा त्यक्त समस्त karma. So another thing in this what we have to understand, which is the repetition only of what he said, is what? The karma tyaga is a delicate inner operation. Should not give up still when we have the rajoguna force in us, when we have a lot of the duties to perform. Bhagavan Guru Charana, when you hold on to, keep on doing the duties and all, slowly in that clearing of all the runas and loans, inside only we will feel that now I have no karmas as duty or obligation to perform. That's called as delicate operation of getting out of the karma chakra, karma bandhan. Martyo yada tekta samasta karma. Then second one we have seen, as long as the aham is valued with the upadhi called as jiva, so long for the sake of upadhi or compelled by the upadhi, I will be forced again to do the karma. Therefore, the basuri is karma. Bhajana is karma. Then basuri is aham or the atma. So that is a न रहेगा बांस न बजेगी बांसुरी. सो दोनों बातों में द बास क्या है कि अहंकार, नॉट इंग्लिश बास, ये बास. एंड द बाजुरी बांसुरी बजना क्या होता है? इट इज द कर्म. एज लॉन्ग एज आई एम अहम, so long I have some duties, something to desire for, etc. Then how to avoid it? So interestingly, Bhagavan gave us second sadhana, Nivedita Atma. Atma Nivedanam. This is the way not to allow the new karmas to come. Nivedita Atma. Is it not? Everywhere it is so, like when I have signed myself to be the employee in any company. In that signature, that what is accepted is Nivedita Atma. I offered myself to it. Especially example, if you take up the government job, in that it is written, you are 24 hours government servant. Therefore, you are not supposed to take up any other private job. Therefore, any of the offer or temptation comes, immediately I am reminded, यार आई एम गवर्नमेंट सर्वेंट, आई एम सरेंडर टू दैट, मेरा आत्मा वहाँ निवेदित हो गया. How can anything else I do? See that? But this Nivedita Atma again is a commitment inside, a strong, unchangeable, unshakable feeling that I am suffered as I am totally offered myself to Bhagavan. Nivedita Atma. The one who has offered Atma himself to Bhagavan. That is beauty. Always live right में गुरु और भगवान से separate identity maintain करोगे, that identity will be pulled by the world, then we become worldly attached identified samsari. कभी भी अपने आप को गुरु और भगवान से सेपरेट अलग करोगे तो जगत पकड़ लेगा हमको. The immunity from all diseases we get, the psychological samsaric diseases, is from our identity with our Guru and Bhagavan. It's a beginning. And the final thing is Nivedita Atma. I, as a separate entity than the God and Guru, am not claiming myself. Nivedita Atma is a very good feeling, but very tough to practice for a worldly person. But if somebody discovers the beauty in it and need in it of it and does that job, he is the most lucky person in both ways. One, he is no more being enslaved by the world. Second, देखो जब भगवान को हम समर्पण करते हैं तो will he not take care of us? Both योगक्षेमम and योगस्य क्षेमम. निवेदित आत्मा, याद रखना हमको ना हमेशा अपने आप को कहीं ना कहीं तो निवेदन करना ही पड़ता है. डू यू वांट टू डू द निवेदन ऑफ योर सेल्फ टू द ऑब्जेक्ट्स एंड एंजॉयमेंट्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड? डू यू वांट टू डू द निवेदन ऑफ योर सेल्फ टू द पीपल एंड रिलेशंस एंड फ्रेंड्स ऑल अराउंड, और यू वांट टू डू द निवेदन ऑफ योर सेल्फ टू द उपाधिस? All these three are samsara. Then other option is do the nivedana of yourself to Bhagavan, to Guru. देख लो. First three will bind us, this last one will liberate us, but it will not be understood or accepted when some outsider tells us, because that ego doesn't want to surrender. Therefore, pray to the Lord that the realization of this happens from within. Though the motivation comes from outside, the understanding, inspiration, realization should come from within, that I must be Atma Nivedita to Bhagavan. Interesting. लवली फीलिंग दैट इज निवेदात्मा. तो क्यों क्यों मैं भगवान को समर्पण नहीं कर रहा हूँ? क्यों मैं गुरु को समर्पण नहीं कर रहा हूँ? क्यों मैं शास्त्र को समर्पण नहीं कर रहा हूँ? क्यों मैं आध्यात्मिक जीवन को समर्पण नहीं कर रहा हूँ? उसमें कमियां क्या है? This honest inquiry. Remember, there are two things in the world with regard to the questions or the problems. One, runaway, escape. Second is confront. When we run away or escape, no problem goes on changing us only, chasing us only. Sometimes you have to confront straight away. सामने पूछो उसको दोनों प्रश्न. इतना मैं अपने आत्मा को टू दिस वर्ल्ड निवेदन कर रहा हूँ, मिल क्या रहा है मुझे? I only say every time I'm wasting my life and time by attaching to this person, this object, that object, this involvement, that involvement. So every time we are changing from one frustrated identity or offering to the other one, everything is frustrating me only. Why should I continue? दो चार 10 12 100 200 experiences आ गए जिंदगी में कि wherever I offer myself निवेदित आत्मा, I am only misused, I am only looted, I am only plundered, I am only, what do you say, cheated and troubled only. Why I am still running? This is called confrontation. So too, why when it is assured that when I offer myself to the Lord, I am given infinite, why am I not going? To this question, there is no intellectual answer, there is only practice. Therefore, no more I offer myself, no more I am the Nivedita Atma, either to the Upadhis or to the Vastu Vishesha of the Jagat or the Vyakti Vishesha. Then whom we are Nivedita no? To the Shastra, to the Sadguru, to the Paramatma, to the Adhyatmikata. देखो, the Brahmacharya ashrama is preparation. Grihastha is Nivedita to the entire worldliness samsara. Vanaprastha is the stage of inquiry, as we just put a question. To that question or inquiry or confrontation, when the answer is no more, I am going to Nivedita myself to anything, I am going to completely offer or Nivedita myself to only Guru or Paramatma, that state of being is called sannyas. Is it not? Like I gave you example of the Yajnavalkya telling Maitreyi, I lived with you, we earned, we gave you money, you enjoyed, we did Yajna, Yaga, Upasana and all. Avi, I want something permanent. I know that's gained only through sannyasa. Therefore, I am taking it up. So, therefore, my responsibility or for you wealth is needed. I am giving you. I am sorry. I am thankful to you. Can you please permit me? So that way, he just wants to do Nivedita of himself only to Paramatma. And any in life, if not in this life, maybe after 10, 20, 30, whenever it is, for reaching to that spiritual acme or perfection, one has to become totally Nivedita to that. Then only the Anubhuti comes. Because in the Anubhuti of Paramatma, other than him, nothing is remaining. Therefore, nothing should remain. Therefore, everything should be given up. Inevitable it is. We have to. We may not understand right now it, therefore we may not be convinced, we may not be willing. Therefore ये स्पिरिचुअल भी करते रहेंगे, वर्ल्ड भी करते रहेंगे, ऐसे ही चलता है सिलसिला फॉर 10, 20, 30 जन्म. But in all those lives, when you continue listening to Shastra and Vedanta, slowly, our lower understanding shifts into the higher and greater understanding. One day I only realize, yeah, it is true what I was listening from so many lives, but not understanding or accepting. Now I understand and accept that I have to offer everything to the Lord. I have to give up everything and offer myself to the Lord. One life it will come if you maintain that continuously. So, all said and done, Nivedita Atma is a beautiful, inevitable thing. Then, for that also, टोटली अपने आप को परमात्मा का हवाले करने से पहले थोड़ा थोड़ा करते रहे. Okay, mainly is what Kala and Mana. 2 hours of a day offered to Bhagavan. In those 2 hours, my mind, my personality is totally offered to the Lord. Then we see we get near to Bhagavan also, and we have gone away from the Jagat also. So we learned the possibility of being away from Jagat also, and nothing is lost except some dukkha, some unnecessary samsara. Like when you come 2 hours to class, this is your time wise निवेदिता आत्मा. 2 घंटे आप भगवान को समर्पण कर रहे हो और यह माइंड भी भगवान को ये 2 घंटे निवेदन करो तो भगवान का थोड़ा हम पास जा रहे हैं बिकॉज ऑफ स्टडी एंड अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड अवे फ्रॉम द वर्ल्ड फॉर द 2 hours and what we lost nothing but those 2 hours of tension. And that way थोड़ा थोड़ा करते करते सीखना. Okay, slowly, giving time, giving mind should lead to giving our own identity to Bhagavan. In Nivedita Atma, the 2 stages are one stage is I am doing nothing but spiritual sadhana, Vala Nivedita Atma. Is it not? Second is what? The Aham Vritti dissolved in the Shuddha Brahma Tattva. That is final Nivedita Atma. There are very many people, they have given their life for various organizations or the projects. Somebody wildlife, बस अपना जिंदगी दे दिया उनको. Some into the scientific inquiry दे दिया. Somebody to some NGO, they have given. Some to some philanthropic organization, some to some samsthas, the ashramas or the guru. कुछ ने temple को अपने आप को निवेदन कर दी. So each one are doing like that. So it's possible. In our case also, we have to offer ourselves to Bhagavan. Therefore, everything related to Bhagavan, reaching us to Bhagavan only, we have to think and do. That leads to the final stage of we are no more separate from Him. Okay. So Nivedita Atma becomes second sadhana after Tyakta Samasta Karma, the first sadhana. The third one is what? The most crucial. It is in complementation to the first two. It is in the Purakata of the first two. First two become completed by the third one. What is that? Vichikirshito me. Desiring to reach me, doing what I say, what I said. सो मेरा चिकित्सा करो, मेरे को जानने का, मेरे में समा जाने का डिजायर रखो. Then to reach me, what to do? I told you the sadhanas throughout the 11th skandha, throughout Gita, throughout so many shastras, especially in this 11th skandha, recently in last 20 slokas in 29th chapter. So me vichikirshita means desiring me to reach me, doing what I told you to do. Vichikirshita means desire. So your desire should be to reach me. To for that you should do what I desire you to do. And what I desire you to do are told. Remember again the meaning of vichikirsha. कभी भी doubt नहीं होना. Chikirsha is desire. So me chikirsha is desire of mine and my desire. Desire of mine you should have. For the fulfillment of that desire of yours to possess me, you have to follow my desire. And my vichikirsha is what from you do the sadhanas which are told. That will slowly, slowly give these two things to you. Clearly understand vichikirsha mein. The two results are first, tada amrutatvam pratipadyamanaha. So, in the practice of those things only, those events or those sadhanas, this event will happen in us, this transformation in our understanding will happen. That I am not the mortal body, nor I am the pseudo jiva jumping from one body to the other. I am that yourself which is Amruta Swarupa. Tada Amrutatvam Pratipadyamanaha. Wow, what a beautiful thing it is. It just clicks to us in course of doing our sadhana. Who am I? Who am I? What is this I? What is this I? Are this I is in Jagrada Avastha. This I is in every experience of Jagrada Avastha. It is in Sapna Avastha, in every experience of Sapna. It is in Sushupti also. This I is in the absence of all these three, even in Samadhi. And this I, when searched in the past, never appears that the I was not there sometime. And in the future, too, whatever the imagination my mind goes, I can think about. I cannot pursue or imagine a future time where I am not there. देखो, there was never a past where I was not there. There's never a future where I will not be there. In the present, there is no happening in the Stula Sukshma Karana Jagat of Jagra Swapna Sushupti where I am not there. Whereas this Swapna is coming and going, Jagrata is coming and going, then Sushupti is coming and going. And in the past, time is running so fast. Future also comes into the present and becomes the past. ये सब बदल रहे हैं, बट एक कॉमन डिनोमिनेटर है, वो हमेशा है, and that is me. See that beauty of this understanding. That subtle understanding is a blessing of Bhagavan when we do sadhana told by him, which were given in the last 20-30 slokas. That's the meaning of Maya Tada Amrutatvam Pratipadyamanaha. So he reaches to his own identity. That then it's a jumping with joy, that's all. I am not perishable jiva or deha. I am imperishable atma. Therefore, I have nothing to lose or gain. Therefore, no fear, no dukkha. Therefore, the joy of Samaveda. Etat Samagayan Naste. Narayana Amrutatvam Pratipadyamana. Then Maya Atma Bhavaya, Maya Atma Bhutaya cha Kalpate Vai. Maya Atma Bhavaya cha Kalpate Vai. Ayatma Bhuyaya, Mayatma Bhavaya, Sakalpate. Then at that time, he discovers the Amruta Atma in him. He is the Atma in everyone. That Atma in everyone is Brahma. And when Bhagavan says, Maya Atma Bhuyaya Kalpate, that time he is identifying with the Brahma Tattva. So Jajivatma discovers his Swa-Atma. The Swa-Atma discovers it is Atma of all. The Atma of all is called as Brahma. See, morning, how nice that Bhashyakara's Bhashya. Asmat Vijnanatu Atyantika Samsara Uparamaha. Asmat Vijnanat Atyantika Samsara Uparamaha. With the knowledge of this, all the samsara goes for all, once for all, complete. Knowledge of what? See, he himself Deliberately, intelligently, Bhagavan Shankara used the pronoun Sarvanama, Asmat Vijnanat. Iske Vijnan se Samsara Atyantika Uparamaha. The entire samsara goes away. अब कस्मात विज्ञानात immediately the inquisitive comes. किसके जानने से? And to answer किसके जानने से संसार चला जाएगा? How intelligently Bhagavan Shankara used those three words. Sarva, Sarva Atma Brahma Vishayat Vijnanat. Asmat Vijnanat Sarvatma Brahma Vishayat Atyantika Samsara Uparama. See? First Atma, second is Sarvatma, third is Brahma, which is the Sarvatma. ये विषय का विज्ञान से. Is that Vishaya is not object here. Vishaya is the idea, understanding, experience. So Asmat Sarvatma Brahma Vishayat Vijnanat Atyantika Samsara Uparamaha. So I am now Jiva with Upadhis. Detached from the Jiva Bhava, because detached from Upadhi, I discover the Amrita Atma. And this Amrita Atma in me is only here, or is it everywhere? It is everywhere. And that everywhere Atma is called Brahma. That Brahma Drushti me rehkar, Bhagavat Krishna is telling, Maya Atma Boyaya cha kalpate. Same thing Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, wherever he says surrender to me, he is not telling to offer or surrender to the Krishna only, the avatara or the friend. There he identifies with the Hiranyagarbha or with the Parabrahma. In the 18th chapter, the last sloka, he is both. As a bhakta, sarvadharman parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja is equal to me, the Ishvara, with the Maya Shakti as his Upadhi. Another meaning is what? Sarvadharman parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja. You, Jiva, give up your Upadhi and Jiva Dharma. And Mam Ekam, Mam means me. Aham Ekam one. What is one without second? Aham in all beings is Brahma only. Therefore, take the refuge in Brahma Tattva means first discover the Atma Tattva, then know that Atman is one without second. Behind all this seeming Rupanama called as Brahma Tattva. So, Maya Atma Bhuyaya Kalpaye Devai is equal to you discover your oneness with Brahma Tattva. The Atma is that's called Brahma Atma Eka Bodha. So, Atma Jnanam, Brahma Jnanam, Brahma Atma Eka Bodha or Anubhuti. It's only doesn't take much time, just shifting the attention. When I discover myself beyond the Panchopadhis, I know I am the Atma. Then when we look at every all the Upadhi in the world and see what is substratum, we find the same thing. And that thing, this thing are not two, it's one only. Remember that example of three pots. In each of the pot there is space and there is infinite space also. Okay. A pot identifying with the pot walls, a space inside the pot identifying with the pot walls, thinks it is only a pot, space inside. Because of which it thinks that the other pot spaces also are different. Space ki baat hum keh rahe. But if it once discovers that it is not limited by the pot space, even though the upadhis are there, and so never ever separate apart from the total space, will it not discover that in every of the pot the same space infinite is there? So I am the self, not Panchakoshas. You are the self, not the Panchakoshas. He is the self, not the Panchakoshas. But this self, I and you and that person are not three different self. It is one homogeneous self, which is beyond everything. That beyond every infinite, everything, that infinite one truth is called a Brahma Tattva. That is how Mayatma Bhuyaya Cha Kalpate Vai. When you keep on contemplating, the knowledge comes to us. But come to the contemplative mood. That's possible only when we are in Ekagra Bhumika. To come to Ekagra Bhumi, we have to free from Kshipta mode of Vikshipta. That will go when Tamas Rajas goes away. That will go when we, for sufficient period, do the life, live the life of karma, roga, karma bhoga, nahi, karma yoga. So to asakti, roga, nahi, bhakti, yoga. So to the vritti roganai, vritti nirodha yoga. When these three are done, we free our chitta from the kshipta mode of vikshipta, come to ekagra. Only in the ekagra bhumika, all these things can be contemplated and understood. What is the meaning of Maya Atma Bhuyaya Kalvate? What is the meaning of Amrutattvam Prativadyamanaha? What is the meaning of Me Vichikirshitaha? What is the meaning of Nivedita Atma? What is the meaning of Tekta Samasta Karma? Tekta Samasta. That word Samasta should never be forgotten. थोड़ा छोड़ दिया ना समस्ता त्यक्ता मतलब छोड़ दिया वंस फॉर ऑल नॉट पड़ोसी के घर में रखा फिर बाद में ले लिया Is it not when any Mahatma coming to our house, all the liquor bottles keep in the Podosi's house so that Mahatma goes away, then we can bring back. Mahatma is not going 4 दिन away. Somehow we saw to it that event. After 5th day, go to neighbor, वो बोलता है यार मैंने पी लिया खत्म हो गया. In this way, keeping karma temporarily, na samasta karma hamesha ke liye tyag karna. What is the meaning of it? How it looks like when I give up karma, therefore I am no more a independent karta. I am only now the dasa and sevaka Bhagwan, having lakshya only of Bhagwan. And what das says seva I have to do is what sadhana he told me to do. And when I do that, the result is twofold me only for me. First result is from the mruta jiva deha tadatmya, I discover my amrutatva. Second is I discover my oneness with that Krishna tattva. No more I will be any more separate from him. Maya atma bhuyaya cha kalpate. Why? That's how this shloka becomes the summary of all sadhanas. Most loving shloka given by Krishna, and so many he gave, but one of the top it is, and it is a conclusion. Here Martya, you by using that word, Bhagavan Krishna not only addressing Uddhava, but he is giving generally this instruction to every seeker of truth, reality, liberation. Badhiya? With this, we will say, thankful to Bhagavan Krishna for giving this Upadesha, thankful to Uddhavaji for becoming the means, thankful to Bhagavan Vyasa for writing as a book, thankful to Shukadevaji for giving it to Parikshita, thankful to Sutaji for preserving it by giving it to Shaunakadi Muni, thankful to our Vaishampayana Rishi, who not only gave us a Krishna Yajurveda, but also he gave us this Puranas to the son of Parikshit called Jayamaya, the Raja. Let us thank all of them, and Naradji up above, and Sanakadi Muni up above, Brahmadeva, Sakshat Narayana. They all have they are the ones, the parampara of the Bhagavata Gurus and Acharyas. So with this, we say Bhagavan's teachings are over. Thank you. God bless all. Now, what is Sri Shukadevji's commentary? Filling the gap between Bhagavan concluded, Uddhavji yet to reply. दो श्लोक श्री सुखदेव जी के हैं. Very cute, very beautiful, simple but very wonderful. श्री शुक उवाच. एंड शुक ब्रह्मर्षि का भी हर दिन नाम स्मरण करते रहे. भागवत का रस सारा दोनों हमको समझ में आते. रसास्वादन भी होना चाहिए, सारा ग्रहण भी होना चाहिए. शुकानुग्रह व्यासानुग्रह will that's why every day Sri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama, Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama we do. Sri Shuka Uvacha, Shukadev ji कहते हैं saha. Saha kaha. Let us chant the mantra. Sa eva madarshita yoga margaha tada uttama shloka vacho nishamya baddhanjalihi प्रीत्युपरुद्ध कंठः न किंचिदूचे अश्रुपरिप्लुताक्षः. So Sri Shukdev ji is telling Sri Parikshit ji. So far Sri Krishna, Sri Uddhava, Samvada only was going on. In between the Dattate Prasanga, the Navayogi Prasanga, the Bhikshu Gita Prasanga, ये सब चल रहा था. उसमें शुका उवाचा नहीं है. शुका is telling the uvachas of others. Now, uvachas of all are over, including the uvacha of the Bhagavan. Now, the Shuka has to do the uvacha to the Parikshit Raja and all those who are assembled. Remember the story. The whole Bhagavatam is the Suta Mahamuni telling Shaunakadi Rishis in the Naimisharanya. In that, all Puranas are covered. At one particular stage, the narration of Bhagavad Purana came. Bhagavad Purana is that story which is given by Shukadevji to Parikshitji in that Ganga ke kinare Shukatala. To Shukadeva who gave this knowledge, his own father Vyasadeva. To Vyasadeva who gave this knowledge, the Narada Deva. Naraji got this knowledge twice. One from direct Brahmadeva, second from Sanakadi Muni. Sanakadi Muni got from where? Brahmadeva. ब्रह्मदेव को कौन दिए? नारायण himself. नारायण को कोई नहीं देना, उनको पता है. So, Sukadev ji is saying, let us close eyes and just feel Shukadeva in our heart. Pray to him to reveal the Sara and Rasa of Bhagavata for us also to be in that Mukta Sthiti both through Bhakti and Jnana as he is in. Such Sukadev ji says, Saha kaha who? Uddhav ji. Who is Uddhav ji now? Evam, in this way, Adarshita Yoga Margaha. See the Yoga Marga word. A means Asamantat. Asamantat means what? From the beginning till the end, in all possible angles, etc. The Marga was Darshita. The Yoga Marga was Darshita. Darshita means shown. That Uddhava who was shown the Yoga Marga Asamantat, right from beginning till end without sparing anything. And what is the yoga here? Yoga is to merge in a Brahma Anubhuti. That yoga in the morning, our Upanishad class also, Brahmavid Apnoti Param. That is the yoga. In the Patanjali Yoga Darshan also, Drashtuhu Sarupe Avasthanam is the yoga phala. All the things which are told throughout the Yoga Sutras is Yoga Sadhana. So Yoga Sadhana is to be done followed by Yoga Siddhi. In the same way, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Jnana Yoga. Yoga means Upaya. Are all the sadhanas upayas for the final yoga. What is the final yoga? Discovering the river, its identity with the ocean. So too, I discover my identity with the infinite, all-pervading Brahman. One thing remember, when we discover Brahma Tattva, nothing of the world is lost. Rather, the self which is lost, which is of nature of bliss, is gained. And all the mistakes, aberrations which were done when we were Jiva, all those nonsenses drop. Brahmajnani is in Ananda of his own Brahmanubhuti, is Ananda in the Bhakti, is Ananda in the identity with the whole world, also in an Ananda of whatever the duty is given. In short, is in bliss only. By the way, you keep. So, sa evam asamantat darshita yoga margaha uddhavaha. That Uddhava who was shown the yoga marga. Now remember, the subtle point here by Shukadev ji is, it's only Bhagavan through the Guru or directly shows us the yoga marga. Therefore, we have to hold on to Bhagavan and your Guru to learn from them yoga marga, not the bhoga marga. Here the yoga marga is Shreyo marga. And the other one is that bhoga marga is Priyo marga. So Bhagavan ने भोग मार्ग नहीं दिखाया, योग मार्ग दिखाया. Here the another important thing without missing which we have to understand is योग मार्ग उन्होंने दिखाया, but हम समझ गए कि नहीं, it is important. He has shown, like in class 10th or 9th, the teacher teaches mathematics में the various theorems, the Pythagoras theorems, this that जो भी है. He is showing the thing, but is the child understanding or not is important. So too, Bhagavan showed, did Uddhava see or not? So too, Bhagavan Gurus have shown us the marga, but have I seen and understood or not is a very crucial thing. Second important point in this is what? Guru can only show the path. Bhagavan can only show the path. Fulfilling our goal of yoga, of merging in the Lord, is in our hands, in which we have to consciously, deliberately walk in that marga or the path. तो रास्ता दिखाया लक्ष्य के लिए और उस मार्ग में रास्ते में नहीं चलोगे तो कैसे पहुंचोगे? देखो गुरु लोग मार्गदर्शक होते हैं और उस मार्ग में हमको ही चलना है. They are all the time there again and again to show the marga and also give us whatever the help they can do. But sadhana we have to do. He will tell us what is viveka. We have to learn viveka and do viveka. He will tell us what is the result of that viveka should come as vairagya. That vairagya we have to get after viveka. He will tell us what is shama, the control of mind. Learning that we have to do it. He will tell us what is dhamma. Learning that we have to do it. Same way we will see in yoga what is yama, niyama, asana. Everything will be told. That is called yoga marga darshanam. Done by Patanjali ji is equal to yoga darshanam. That's what our class Patanjali yoga darshanam. He only will show. Patanjali cannot do sadhana for us. He only can tell. We have to walk because we are the ones who are here. Like I have to take medicine for my disease and my body had to respond to the medicine, then I get cured. और कोई थोड़ी ले सकते मेरे लिए दवा. मैं हूँ बीमार. So is Bhava Yoga is mean, therefore Adhyatmika Yoga also to be done by mind. Bhava Yoga is mine. I have to do the Adhyatmika Yoga. So evam adarshita yoga marga. Now again, so many things to discuss here. Tomorrow we'll touch it. Ki, was it just like that? Bhagavan casually gave the yoga marga or he gave adarshita exhaustively? Exhaustively he gave. If he has given exhaustively such a great yoga marga, how much he must be loving Sri Uddhavji. Now, does Lord have any biasness that way of loving only Uddhava and not other population of crores by the time Lord Krishna had in his family? Crores ho gaye, karo. Because he himself had the 16,000 patni. To them 10 children. वही 1,60,000 हो गए. अब they got married and देखते देखते ये चाइना और नाउ इंडिया और ये मुस्लिम आबादी की तरह उनका भी इतना बढ़ गया. Today there are things going on discussion. They ran into, that's why Bhagavan said, to remove the other bhara of the Durmarga Dushta, I increase my Yadukula. With the help of the Yadavas, all other bhara are removed. Now they are bharan to the Jagat. Therefore, he made the rishis to curse so that the bhara of the Yadavas also goes away. They are also huge, huge bharam. हाउ मेनी आर देयर? थाउजेंड्स लैक्स. उनमें से किसी को नहीं दिया उन्होंने, उद्धव जी को ही दिया. डज इट मीन भगवान इज द बायस्ड पर्सन? देयर इज व्हाट वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द क्वालिफिकेशन ऑफ उद्धव जी. भगवान इज सम टू ऑल. प्लीज रिमेंबर, निर्दोषम समम ब्रह्म. बट टू इन्वोक फ्रॉम भगवान the yoga marga, to be taught from the Bhagavan, by Bhagavan the yoga marga, it is you and I who have to work. So what we have to do every day, our upasana and puja? Only for this sankalpa, hey Bhagavan, please show the yoga marga. Make me understand the yoga marga. Make me inspired and give me the empowerment to walk on the yoga marga. Till through that travel in that marga, I become yunjate. I become one with you. I get yoked and merged into you. Here, Arjuna and Uddhava we have to appreciate for invoking from the Lord the Gita Mata and here Mukti Skandha. Let us be as humble like Uddhava and as again always devotee like Arjuna. Arjuna हमेशा कृष्ण 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 भक्त. उनके दिल से बताने ऐसे ही दे आर नर नारायण, दे कांट बी सेपरेटेड एनीवे. Uddhava is something greater than Arjuna because Arjuna is कारण जन्म. पर उद्धव जी ने बचपन से स्वप्रयत्न से कृष्ण भक्ति को बढ़ा लिए. कृष्ण भक्ति उद्धव जी को हमें हमेशा आदर्श के रूप में लेना. देन कृष्ण उक्त entire yoga marga will come to us also. So Uddhava Saha Uddhavaha evam, in this way adarshita, exactly shown yoga margaha, the path to merge with God. That Uddhava who was taught the path to merge with the God exhaustively. By whom? Obviously, Lord Krishna. So, having heard these entire teachings of Krishna, tada means at that time when Krishna Bhagavan concluded his teachings, Uttama Shlokaha Vachaha Nishamya, having fully, exhaustively receiving, accepting the Vachana of the Uttama Shloka. Uttama Shloka is the name of Bhagavan. Shlokate is Shloka. Shloka means Kirti, Kirtana. Now, whose Kirtana is Uttama? Bhagavan ka hi. Therefore, Bhagavan is called as Uttama Shloka. And which is the Uttama Kirti? Is the Kirti of Dhana Kanaka Vastu Ahana? No, they bind us. It is only Kirti of Bhagavan is Uttama. Therefore, Uttama Shloka. भगवान है उत्तम, इसलिए उनका कीर्तन ही उत्तम है। और भगवान कीर्तन ही उत्तम है क्योंकि वही हमको मोक्ष देता है, बाकी कीर्तन हमको बांधता है। दिस इज हाउ उत्तम श्लोक वर्ड हैज टू बी अंडरस्टूड। श्लोक मीन्स श्लोक्यते, श्लोक कीर्त्यते। उत्तम श्लोक, पुण्य श्लोक, उत्तम श्लोक, पुण्यश्रवण कीर्तन, दीज आर ऑल द सिनोनिमस वर्ड्स। तदा उत्तम श्लोक वचः निशम्य, he just went back, Uddhavaji. From last 26 chapters, we took 440 days, but for them it's only question of maybe a day or two, but even not that much. Tad Uttama Shloka Vachaha, going back, and he just remembered how kind, care, conscious, concerned, loving was Lord to explain everything I asked and also everything what I am supposed to know. Toward the end, he says, did you understand everything or should I teach you? अब देखो इतना पीछे मुड़कर उद्धव जी ने देखा तो हाउ मच ही मस्ट बी फीलिंग द ग्रैटिट्यूड फॉर भगवान। Therefore, Baddhanjali, he couldn't but fold his hands in utter respect and reverence. Baddhanjali, Preeti Uparuddha Kantaha. Out of so much of gratitude and love and devotion for the Lord, his throat got Uparuddha, choked. See, the Uparuddha word again came. Niruddha and Uparuddha. Uparuddha Kanta, the throat got choked, then na kinchid uche, he could not speak. So, Shukdev was waiting. What will? Uddhava will reply immediately. Uddhava was not replying. Therefore, he is comment. Na kinchid uche, ashru paripluta akshaha. His whole eyes and everything were filled with the tears of love, tears of joy, tears of devotion, and that joy and devotion, tears of gratitude to Bhagavan. So, Bhakti Ashru, Prema Ashru, Ananda Ashru, Pulaka Ashru, सबसे important, Krutagnata Ashru. You know, when you are, and timely somebody is helping you, saving you by giving the required help or money, how grateful we feel in our heart. In fact, you and I, in right time, Corona came, instead of getting into Corona by running into the world or out of fear or getting lost, we just entered into the study of Shastra. देखो 2020 में शुरू हुआ कोरोना, हाँ 2020 में 2019 में शुरू हुआ आखिर में, बट इंडिया में 2020 मार्च में स्टार्ट हुआ। तो 2020 में स्टार्टेड, देखते देखते दिन 2.25 साल, so many shastras we are studied. Is it not because of Krupa of our Ishtadeva, of our own Guru Parampara and our own personal Guru? So how much we also with gratefulness should have those tears of joy. कभी कभी एक पीछे मुड़ के देखो ना, कहाँ थे हम, क्या होने वाला था, अब क्या उनकी कृपा हुई, अब कहाँ आ गए। पूरा पहुंच नहीं गए, बट आर वी नॉट स्पेंडिंग एवरी डे इन द भगवत स्मरण, शास्त्र श्रवण, भगवत चिंतन? देखो you know, our life sometimes is like, you know, people are not able to do the farming, farmers, पैसे नहीं आ रहे, सडनली उस एरिया में बड़ा सिटी बन रहा है, एयरपोर्ट बन रहा है, एकदम लैंड का दाम इतना बढ़ गयो, तो एक एक एकड़ का जमीन 10 करोड़ बिक रहा है। ही वॉज नॉट हैविंग फूड ऑल्सो टू ईट, आउट ऑफ दिस जमीन 2 एकड़ बेच्ड and 20 crore he got. How rich he becomes. And that is how the Maya Bhagavan you see in the cities like every city, मैं यहाँ हूँ इसलिए यहाँ का बता देता हूँ. All the outskirts people, because of their lands were bought by big industries and all, they become so rich. You can see them getting treatments for small little things in big corporate offices, corporate hospitals. परसों हम गए थे देखा. They are from the tribal area and coming to that hospital which bills them 10 lakhs, 5 lakhs like that. आश्चर्य हो गए कहाँ से है जमीन बेच दी इतने रिच हो गए जिनको दो हाथ हैंड टू माउथ भी नहीं होता था दिस गॉड चप्पड़ पाड़ कर भगवान देना और कोई बड़ा रिच है भगवान उसको खाना भी छीन लेता है ओनली टैबलेट खाते जाओ वो भी कड़वा by the time the kadwapan of the tablet is over next dose came Jindagi Morais. I'm just telling you, it's not a part of the topic. Ishwaras. Our point is how we become rich. People know suddenly. We are all within last 2.5 years exposed to so much of Shastras and all. We did what we could do. We could be better, it can be improved upon, we will improve it. और भी निष्ठा और भी श्रद्धा और भी एकाग्रता और भी प्रेम से करते जाएंगे. So how much we also have to have the Ashru Paripluta Akshaha. I to feeling without break these 870 days we are doing Bhagavatam. There are no words coming from the mouth. Joy. कोई किया होगा दुनिया में 870 दिन बिना ब्रेक एक दिन का भी भागवत का हमने भी नहीं किया भगवान करा रहे इट्स ग्रेट हाउ मच ही लव्स अस अदरवाइज सिली रीजंस कैन बी देयर कमर में दर्द कमरे में दर्द पेट में दर्द पीठ में दर्द उसने आया इसने गया उसकी शादी इसका तलाक एनी रीजन कैन बी देयर फॉर अस टू गिव अप but we didn't. Our commitment was for Valmiki Ramayana also. The day we started on August 5 till it was over last 2-3 months back, we didn't stop even one day. Upanishads also went on doing. This is called Kripa Paramatma. He is holding us. ये हमसे नहीं होता है उनकी कृपा नहीं है और इससे बढ़कर क्या कृपा हो सकता है क्या चाहना चाहिए अब उनको ही कहना है भगवान outside you are making me sit allowing me to listen but please enter as jnanam and bhakti into me see to it that this doesn't go waste and it is fulfilled in reaching you मैं तो ये प्रार्थना कर रहा हूँ फिर भटकने मत देना फिर अटकने मत देना फिर लटकने मत देना भगवान पकड़ लो खींच लो अपने तरफ लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा मम देहि करावलंबम और भी ले जाओ और भी भीतर और भी गहराइयाँ शास्त्रों का ज्ञान उसके द्वारा तत्व का ज्ञान उसके द्वारा तत्व का ध्यान उसके द्वारा तत्वानुभूति उसके द्वारा निष्ठा इन द तत्व Whenever we get doubt in it, immediately remember the great rishis and munis who are in that ecstatic experience of the bliss of the self. That should be our goal or आदर्श. उनको देखते रहना तो हमको भी वहीं पहुंचना है. If you don't look at them, then you look at the worldly people, then you get tempted. यार क्या है कि spirituality छोड़ो, let me earn money, start new money companies and become more rich or join politics. ये लोगों का एग्जाम्पल लेना. And for us, in front of our own eyes, what can be there greater than our own Puja Gurudev? He was an active, dynamic man of the world. Slowly withdrew, entered into spirituality, reached the Acme, and went on serving. So he is a Adarsha to us. He is a Laksham to us, he is Margam to us. He is Prerana to us. That bhajana in Amritsar I used to listen. है ना गुरु मात पिता गुरु बंधु सखा तेरे चरणों में स्वामी मेरा कोटि प्रणाम प्रियतम तुम ही प्राणनाथ तुम ही तेरे चरणों में स्वामी मेरा कोटि प्रणाम after that the two charanas exactly I don't remember but they are very powerful तुम ही गति हो तुम ही भक्ति हो तुम ही शक्ति हो तुम ही मेरी प्रेरणा दैट इज व्हाट वी हैव टू हैव दैट आदर्श आदर्श इज आइडियल आदर्श इज मिरर हियर आल्सो व्हाट इज आदर्शित योग मार्ग So I'm just saying ki Shukadevji is telling what is the position of Uddhava that time. Same should be ours. If not now, at least some more years, keep on studying and getting the essence, getting into the essence. See, if we live, nobody can save us or take us towards the God. If we don't live and continuous, nobody can stop us from reaching God. इसको पकड़ के रखना ये statement of fact को. So, with this sloka of Sukadev ji, we'll conclude today. In the second sloka also what he says. Then in the next four verses, Sri Uddhav ji's reply. Then he says, Namostute Mahayogin Prapanna Manushadimam Yatha Tatcharnam Boje Bhakti Syadana Paini. I'm surrendering to you, please guide me. Gachodo Mayadishta Vadharyakyam Amasramam. Hey Uddhav, go to the Badrinath, which is my ashrama. That is how this chapter have 2 days or more, maybe 2 days for us to discuss tomorrow, day after. This is a fulfillment. उसके बाद क्या है? Again Yadavas fighting है, वही चलता रहेगा फिर संसार. We are the peak of our भागवत अध्ययनम, ऑलमोस्ट पीक. इससे बढ़कर और आगे तो कुछ होने वाला नहीं है. और जो अब पढ़ रहे हैं हम, दिस इज सारा ऑफ वॉट एवर स्टडीड इन लास्ट 11 स्कंधास. So if at all possible, be sincere, take 1 hour, go back to these 28, 29 chapters 3-4 times, write the essence of all that and see what sadhana of that can be done. Thank you. Sarvam Krishnarpanam Om. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Sadgurnath Maharaj ki Jai. Thank you. Let us do our Adhyatma Ramayanam also for some time.